I think it starts over here.
Oh.
Does it start over here? It says welcome on the sign. I'm just saying.
Welcome.
Oh, this is fun.
City 17.
Ah, that was terrifying. That was unnerving. A security coffin with a bell and an air hold. So if the person inside is still alive when they're buried, they can
Neat.
they can ring the bell.
It's a good way of accounting for less than perfect.
Well, considering the fact that this bell just rang, I'm frightened forever now. Oh, here's a rubbing of that tombstone that we saw. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, no, not sure. Oh, so one day when Thad and I were doing some urban exploring, we found some graffiti that was made to look like a Ouija board up on a wall. I was like, oh man, I want to talk to the spirits on this wall.
What's going on there?
I was doing laundry one day, and all of a sudden was tapped twice on the shoulder. And I heard a voice call out, "Mommy." Wow. Did I lose it?
I'm not even bothered trying to fix that sentence. That's beyond repair.
Well, hey Josh, why don't you tell the audience where we're walking?
We're walking down a sidewalk up, what is it, 2nd Street?
Second
Street.
What is our destination, Joshua?
The hell or high water.
Our actual destination,
The
Joshua.
Sallie House. Sallie House?
Sallie.
Sallie, well, you know.
And why are we going to the Sallie House? Take your time.
To crush our enemies, to see them driven before us and hear the lamentation of their women.
Well, we will hear the lamentation of a little girl ghost.
We're going to go investigate the paranormal without the benefit of the Ghostbuster power packs.
So we will not be crossing the streams.
Correct, because there are no streams to cross.
We've got one more block left, right?
However, what do you do if the little girl asks if you are God?
You say yes!
There we go. All right, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
I like this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I would totally live here. It's so, I don't know, picturesque. Well, yeah, I mean, it's October.
Tradition.
It's October. You're supposed to TP
I like
trees.
That brick house there.
Oh yeah, that's a nice house. It's Halloween time.
On the ground, TP on the ground.
Looking like a fool with your TP on the ground.
That's probably in the 20s. The house was built turn of the century, and this was the old front of the house. When you go in the kitchen, you're going to see this gorgeous ornate door in the kitchen, and that was the front door of the house. If you come back during the daytime and go around back, you can see this colonial-looking house. The road was actually down there by the river. The road's not there anymore. But that's why this was the front of the house.
So do all of the houses along here have a front?
Almost all of them, all the ones that go back that far do.
Okay.
This house and the house next door were the same family. The family that built this one, their son built that one. So there's a little tie-in there. If you guys all know the story of Sallie, that she was the little girl who came here to see the doctor and died on the operating table. There's other entities in this house, too, that we're not sure who they are. There's one woman, they call her a middle-aged woman, and some people think she fell down the stairs to the basement. I was doing some research, and the woman that some people think she is was only in her 30s, so I'm kind of offended they were saying she's middle-aged.
I think it was a rough 30 years.
Yeah. But she never lived in this house. She actually lived in the house next door. But she did have a history of mental problems. She'd been in the state hospital in Topeka before she moved here. And then after she left here, she moved to Kansas City, where she tried to kill herself with gas and her son. Her son did die. She lived through it. Some people think she might be the spirit here that does the scratching and is the mean spirit in this house. Her name's Joanna, if anyone ever wants to try to talk to her. There's a teenage boy that they say acts like an 8-year-old that I think he's mostly around in the kitchen area. And hanging out in the kitchen. 2 weeks ago, there were people trying to talk to the doctor himself.
Somebody today did too.
Yeah, and we were getting some responses to that. The room right up above this one was the master bedroom when the doctor lived here. And I've never really got a lot of activity in there except for strong tobacco smells. So I don't know if that's him or if it's somebody else that lived here, but there's a sensation of really strong tobacco smells in that room. Is that all of them? And then there's some we just don't know who they are. So, at least three people did die in this house. The guy that built it, Michael Finney, he died in here, and William True died in here. He died of a stroke, and his wife died at midnight in this house as well. They all died in that room right up there. So I have notes. Things that have happened here when the Pickmans lived here, the ones that first came up with the Sallie story, that they're the first ones that had the experiences up in the nursery with the toys being moved around and the scratching and everything. They would get a lot of weird pictures in this room. They would get like weird blobs in the photos with them. And this is back in the early 90s before digital cameras. This is film cameras. And there were things that they could not explain. They got another picture like that on the staircase as well.
Is that the room I saw somewhere where they had the Christmas?
That was this
Christmas
room.
tree
Yeah,
in
that
there?
was
Yeah,
right
and
here.
everything was blurred by their faces.
Yeah, that was this room. Things that happened in the kitchen, little fires would break out. Nothing that's going to burn the house down, just little fires. And when you go around into the kitchen, there was a ledge over the sink, and there was, when the show Sightings was here, they had a rosebud sitting on that ledge over the sink, and Deborah smelled fire, and so she went in there to see what was going on, and she found out that the rose was burned on the inside, but the outer petals were still moist. Things that we've had happen in the kitchen, that's a big place for cold spots, and the refrigerator is in there and on, so if you've got your meters, you're going to get some weird electrical stuff in there that's normal. But the breeze that comes out from under the refrigerator is hot air, it's not cold air. Something that almost always happens, except it didn't happen last night, is the smell of garbage in there. The bathroom is right there, and it doesn't get flushed a lot, so sometimes you get that sewer gas smell, and it's not that. It's a total vegetable, like a bunch of lettuce and tomatoes that have been sitting out rotting smell. And the thing about it is it comes, and then it's gone almost as quick. Does anybody that's recording audio want to ask questions, or do you want me to ask questions?
Here, here's your audio.
Oh, I don't think I ever.
There, there's.
You guys are more than welcome to ask, or I can ask if you guys are shy.
We gotta figure out how to.
Have you ever gotten anything down here?
No. You got it?
Well, let's start with the obvious question. Is there anybody down here?
Ask that again. I got a blip on the meter.
Is there anybody down here?
Okay, it must have been a fluke.
If there is somebody down here, are you male? Are you female? Was that your camera?
Yeah, that's the camera set.
Okay.
But I didn't touch it. Swear it.
Really?
Swear it. I didn't touch it.
It's recording.
Today, I guess one of the problems they've had is battery just draining and cameras not working in the house.
Mine's been
Mine was
fine.
just not working. I was just
Right. Mine was charged.
Mine's an Apple product, so.
Taking a picture.
kiss me.
Oh, look right in that one.
It's just like, they're not.
So does that thing move?
I'll try to watch it. Okay. Sorry.
Guys, ready to ask some questions? Is there anybody in here with us?
Oh, you're over there. Jeez Louise. Sorry, all of a sudden I see someone sitting in a chair. Just, God. We're good. We're good.
It's all good.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Is there anybody in here with us? Would you make your presence known? Are you able to make a sound?
Do you hear that? Behind me sounds like water dripping. Is that where there's water
I
dripping?
heard. I couldn't tell what that was, but I heard a
We're not
sound.
moving, I swear it. Like, it sounds like there's water dripping behind me. You heard that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a tappy sound
Yeah.
right behind you.
It's in the floor, but we're not moving.
Is there somebody here? It's weird. If that's you, will you tell us your name?
I heard it. I just heard it.
Heard what?
There's like a tapping sound in this corner.
You know how, like, when water hit the floor?
It's okay. There's probably just a leak or something.
It's right.
Let's see. Would you come in and join us if you're here? We just want to talk to you.
Flash is gonna go off.
Okay. I'm going to turn my flashlight on because I just want to look. Weird. Okay.
It's not lit.
It's bone dry.
Was there a fire in this kitchen? Were you hurt in the fire?
How long have you been here? The light did?
It did.
It's been moving.
Okay.
Please don't
I guess I
whisper.
need to look at it. Would you tell us who you are?
Can we try yes or no questions?
Yeah.
Are you a man? Are you a woman? Are you young?
Ooh. Right before you asked that, flickered.
Are you very young? Is it okay that we're here? Okay, good.
Do you know Sallie?
Are you Sally? Are you Joanna?
Do you remember who you are?
Did you ask if they were male or female?
Yeah, I did. I didn't get any response. I'm going to ask again. Are you male? Are you female?
Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Okay.
Are you an animal?
Vegetable? Mineral? We're not laughing at you, I promise. We're just laughing at the situation. Have you been here a long time?
Are you lonely? Do you like having people in your house? You can hear the trolley outside. Bring your recording audio.
I didn't know what that was.
That's the trolley.
It's the flashing lights.
Yeah, there's a flashing light in there, so.
The camera shutting off again?
Yes.
Are you safe here?
Are you happy here? Hasn't answered in a while. Are you still here? If you're still here, make the lights flicker. Maybe.
That might be it.
Might be it.
Maybe we bored it. The questions.
Are you tired of us asking questions?
It did flicker once after you said female the first time, but it was.
Did it?
Yeah, you said woman and it flickered, but not right away.
If you're here with us, are you able to make a noise? Would you make a noise? One thing I forgot to tell you guys when everybody was down here. A few weeks ago when we were here, we were upstairs, and I heard what I thought was somebody trying to come in the front door, hitting it really hard. And I came down and there wasn't anybody outside, and then a couple weeks later when we were here, I heard the same thing again. But there were people in this room at the time it happened, and they heard it coming from the stairs. And so we heard it, both of us heard it, but it wasn't the door, it was actually someplace on the staircase, and there wasn't anybody there. That happened a couple times that night.
I see the light flashing. Was that you who made the noises at the door?
If that was you, would you do it again? We just want to know that you're here.
May we please talk to you?
That coughing was from upstairs. You're here with us now?
That was my camera shutting off. Do you like to play tricks on people, like banging on the door?
Are there other people like you in this house?
That's them moving around upstairs.
Is there one other person like you in the house? Are there two other people like you in the house? Are there three other people like you in the house?
outside.
Yeah.
Do you like to stay in this house because it's empty most of the time? That's going to sound like a deer. It's a motorcycle outside.
Me coughing.
Do you like us here? Do you like having company? Do you miss having a family in the house? Do you have something?
I was gonna. You're the one that's been asking the questions.
I have, yeah.
Okay. He seems to like it. Whoever it is
Right.
seems to like it.
Response to your voice.
Yes.
Aw, I guess we are friends now. What do you guys want to know?
Are we bothering them?
Are we bothering you?
Ask them if they like you.
Do you like me? Check yes or no.
I was thinking, do you like me like me?